Hello, my name is Lawrence Barreto, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about me. In my last speech, you learned about my upbringing, my hobbies, and where I'm headed in life. But now I would like to offer you something more. Today we'll discover 3 things that I love and how they've had a substantial impact on my life. This is important for you to know because it's another chance for us to connect and for you to make a friend. I love finding similar interests I have with people I meet, and I hope to inspire you to try out something that I love. Hi, my name is Lawrence, and I'm qualified to speak because the topics of my speech are the things that I have learned to love over the course of many years. In my speech, you will hear about how I love cars, the water, and spending time with friends and family. Before we get started, you should know that I have lots of hobbies and interests, but very little time. So I tried to think about what I spent most of my time on, and that's what led me to choose my 3 favorite things. Let's get started with my love of cars. I would like to introduce you to my many projects. There are a 1974 Ford Pinto, a 1991 Ford Ranger, a 1989 Ford Mustang, and a 1994 Ford Bronco. My first project was my Ranger, which I got from my dad Mike. It's a 4-cylinder, 5-speed manual that I not so cleverly named Manuel. He wanted something for me that I could work on together after I graduated. When he got it, the truck did not run and the motor was blown. During the summer, I worked for weeks with my dad and got it running again. By rebuilding the motor with him, it taught me that hard work paid off. Plus, I learned how to machine a block and rebuild a head. I'm proud to say that I have touched almost every part of this truck, inside and out. My next project was my Bronco, and this is my daily driver. It first belonged to my brother Nick, and he drove it around Virginia while he was in the Navy. After that, he gave it to my dad Mike, and it was our family commuter. We even installed a third row that faced backwards to fit all my siblings. I remember sitting together in the back with my younger sister and brother, and we would all pump our arms to get semi-trucks to honk for us. It was awesome. After it sat for a while and went through a fire, it was given to me, and I replaced at least a dozen or so parts to get it running again. My brother got the truck when he was about my age and rebuilt the motor with our dad. He told me that I would eventually have to do the same thing in a few years. It's a weird feeling knowing that I'll relive the memories my brother shared with my dad. I'm glad that my dad has shared his hands-on skills and knowledge and taught us what he's passionate about. I look forward to eventually rebuilding the motor with my dad, and if I'm lucky, I might be able to convince my brother to help out as well. My third project is my 1974 Ford Pinto, which I got also from my brother Nick once he sold it. He has the same year, but in gray. I drove this car for a while before pulling the motor and transmission. I had a plan to put a turbo motor in it and swap to a manual. My brother and I worked side by side in our identical cars in my dad's garage. We were going to build our cars for drag racing or autocross. However, that all changed when my brother got a new car and I got my Mustang. This is my 1989 Fox Body Mustang that I got for free as a garage find. I had told my father-in-law that I was interested in Fox bodies, and he got this for me as a gift. It's a 5-liter V8, and now it runs and drives. Now that it runs, I have to install an exhaust for it to pass smog. I'm probably going to do that as soon as I'm done here with my speech. Now that you know about my love for cars, let's move on to my love of the water. This is my sailboat. I bought it with my first paycheck right out of high school. I first learned to sail after taking a summer camp with my brother Chris. I go to Whiskey Town every summer and throughout the year when it's windy and the weather's nice. I usually sail with my girlfriend in the boat and we tow our friends in their kayaks or paddleboard. It's loads of fun. When I was at Whiskey Town last month, I had the boat leaned so far over that my toes were getting wet. In that situation, you're balancing the rudder, the sail, and your own weight. It fills me with adrenaline, threading the line between staying upright and tipping over. I should also say that whenever I'm on the lake and get hot, I just tip the boat and go for a swim. It's really refreshing. My love of the water also extends to my hobbies of surfing and swimming. I was on vacation in Hawaii a few weeks ago and spent 3 days at the beach and in the water. It was amazing. I took surfing lessons with my father-in-law too, and he learned how to surf. On the 3rd day of surfing, I was out there for a few hours, and I knew I should come back in for a drink and to put on more sunscreen, but I kept saying, just one more wave. And as a result, I got a pretty good sunburn. So, you should always wear your sunscreen, no matter how much fun you're having. Now that you know about my love of cars and my love of the water, allow me to talk about my love of spending time with friends and family. So far this summer, I have got to watch my friends from Shasta and my cousin Madison graduate. Afterwards, I went to all of their grad parties. It was a great way to spend time together and listen to them talking about what their plans were after finishing school. Since coming back from vacation, I've also spent a lot of time with my brother Chris and my girlfriend Jamie. My brother goes to UC Irvine, but we still stay in regular contact. He also just got a new Mustang, so we'd call and talk about how our projects are going. He's got a 2013 V6. I always tell him that he should have got a V8 instead. We've been playing video games a few days a week and just finished Subnautica 2. And now we play Minecraft together and video call whenever both of us are up late doing homework. I also just recently took my girlfriend to a lavender farm after hearing about it at the farmer's market. On the weekends or when I'm off work, we watch shows together. In the last year or so, we've watched Blind Spot, Suits, Bones, and now we're watching Elementary. While I'm at work, she watches the shows without me, so when I come home, she has to quickly fill me in on everything I missed. She hates when I ask questions, even though I've missed half the episode. I think it's a great way to spend time together. I also see my sister Cheyenne and my brother Dalton every few weeks. Dalton and I are hoping to turn a horse trailer into a mobile drink station and use it to start a small business. He's coming over this weekend to sandblast the rust off the trailer. I'm looking forward to getting started and spending time with him. For the remainder of the summer, I hope to take my dad out to the lake and bring the whole family. He has both a deck boat and an Eliminator jet boat with a Ford V8. It's loud, fast, and very fun. Spending time with my friends and family means a lot to me, and I cherish all the fond memories that I have. In conclusion, you've learned about 3 things that I love. It's cars, the water, and spending time with my family. Now that summer and hot weather are here, take a trip out to the lake or go for a swim. I highly recommend it. Any time spent with friends or family is a great time indeed. Thank you for listening.